Hi everybody, good afternoon. Today we are going to be showing you how to complete an elephant. We made the elephant head in a previous episode, so you can check that out, how to make elephant heads. And now in this episode we're going to teach you how to make an elephant body, and then further on how to join it together and bring it all so that you have such a cute little thing available to you. I understand that, ideally, shouldn't I be making Christmas goodies and all that stuff? But then this seemed like an unfinished thing since we had already made the head. It was only natural that I would teach you how to make the body and the rest of the elephant per se. And sorry about the breaks in between. It's been a sort of a crazy year, running around, falling ill, repeated times, and for no for no fault of mine, but it's been that sort of a year. So things have got postponed and shelved and sort of stuff. So because of which things are get coming slower to you. Hopefully, we will be able to give it to you at a faster speed from here on. But primarily, we are using this page or channel to share toys with you or stuff which are a little more complicated to, just pick it up in like 15 minutes or so. So, this is going to be like an advanced crochet course or something like that. Of course, we have the few videos that we put in the beginning are also for the beginners. So, if you want any other content, for instance, if you think that you want to know how to make caps or something like that, we can teach you how to do that since winter is there already. So yeah, so just let me know what you think. And as usual, we have our crochet hook, our yarn of different colors yarn, cotton toy stuffing, and we have darning needle for embroidery and making the eyes, and then we have black yarn and a pair of scissors. So that's what we have, and we begin like always. We begin with a magic ring, and we put. This is for the. I'm just going to show you how to make one of the foots. So this is going to be a different kind of technique. So what we're going to do is we are going to make individual foots still here, then join them together so that you have a joint here, like this, and then two foots are joined, and then we make it a little bigger so that you have space for the belly, and the belly has a little bit of space, and then those two foots get joined, and four foots get joined together, two each, and then the body comes together as a whole. So it's a complicated thing. I'll just walk you through the entire. It's a complicated toy. It's not an easy toy to make. And then there are the embellishment, the ears and the tail, and the since this is an Indian elephant, we've got a rug on the top, and like embroidery and embellishment and all that stuff. So yeah, so all that also comes. So yeah, so as usual, we will begin with a magic ring. I'll put this aside, put this fellow aside for the time being. And we put a magic ring, we do the first single crochet, and we just loop it. And then 2, 3. We put 10 single crochets in this loop, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7. For those of you who don't remember how the elephant head was made or how to do the beginning crochet, we can put links in the caption portion so you can go through it and just click on it and get the bit about the elephant head done. And for for those who are just about starting, please go to our earlier videos and check out. We have explained in great detail how to make a magic ring, how to do single crochet, how to do double crochet, double half crochet, because these were stitches which we'll be doing on and off pretty regularly, so you should know them. So please check out our earlier videos from last year. We've had quite a few of them, beginners video. So anyways, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8, and then 2 more in this 9 and 10. Okay, so and then we slip through second last because the last one is kind of smushed. So then we put 1 single crochet and second single crochet. So we're going to be putting 2 single crochets in each stitch across, right across. So this we just increasing the size of the base of the foot immediately. Okay, so we're putting 2 here, then 1, 2, 1, 2, and there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So the base increases. Just pull the tail of the magic ring so that you can, this hole squeezes in size. Don't have too much of a gaping hole here. You pull this loose end. Okay, and from here on we'll just do like 1 single crochets for the next 10 rounds. Okay, so this is one line, then we do the second single crochet, second line single crochet, so this is the second line single crochet. So already we have 4 lines now, including the one of the increase and the initial line. So now we're going to do 8 more lines of single crochet, just repetitively, and come back on this and show you from what to do after that. So we'll do 8 lines now, okay, and come back. So now as you can see, we've completed 10 lines, and it's looking like a trunk, basically an elephant trunk, but this is the leg. Trunk is also made pretty much the same way. So now the 13th line, which is, see, we did 2, 1, 2, second line we increased, then we did 10 lines straight single crochet, and then in the next line we're going to start increasing. So every alternate single crochet loop that we have here, we will put 2 single crochets in every alternate loop that we have here. So beginning with 1, 2, then 1, then 1, 2, then 1, then 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, then 1, 2, 1, and finally 2. Okay, now I've increased. As you can see, this seems like to widen up at the top. So now we'll just do two single crochet a line. I mean the simple plain 2 lines of single crochet, one single crochet each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like that, we'll just keep on doing single crochet, one line, another line. There was a study a few years ago that said that, working with your hands is very good for keeping away the blues, depression and stuff like that, okay? And since crochet is basically handwork, it's supposed to cure blues as well. So it's a nice thing that you're doing. Along with keeping your sanity intact, you are actually building an elephant as well. So yeah. Especially recommended for old people. So we just did one line and another, the second line we're doing. And then I'll show you how to join two together, So we did it. Close off and we leave a large thread so that we can, use it for joining two legs. So this is done. So this looks like a, like an elongated flower pot actually, to be precise, And to this we will add, so we have two of these, like 2 legs of a pant actually. And we're going to now join them together. So at exactly the same place, we're going to be joining them. Pull the thread through both those loops of both the legs together and then do a single crochet. Okay, again, so this is the first one, then we pull through 2 and then we pull through 2 and again single second. Similarly, third one. So you have to be exactly, it has to be end to end, so you don't miss any stitch in between. So fourth one, fifth has to be joined to fifth, and fourth to fourth, sixth, seventh, 8th, and 9th. Okay, so done 9 stitches, then we close it, pull the thread. So as you can see, it becomes like a joined thing, like a pant, you know. This is like a pant, but it doesn't have any hole at the end. So it's like this. So we join it like a pair of trousers. And now what we will do is we will start doing single crochet across this entire thing. So like it becomes like one piece. So I'll show you how to do it. And so that it not only is it joined, but now it'll become like one piece. So one part of one contiguous body, like how we want to do it. Once you learn this trick, so it's very easy to do it for different kind of toys. You can do the same trick in elephants, in dinosaurs, and any other toys that you want to make. But we will not be teaching you any more. Immediately we won't be teaching you how to make elephant or dinosaurs or something like that. We'll probably go on a little bit of aviation route. So yeah, so some bird or something like that, we'll teach you how to do the next one. So yeah, so you take this and just in this one, on one of the edges, one of the joints, you pull the single crochet, keep the short end beneath your thumb and just start doing crochet over it. 2, 3. You can use different colored threads to mark where you are starting or leaving, you know, because you need that to understand where you've started joining from and where you're going to stop. But since this one is very distinctive, I have not used any thread or a stitch marker, but you can use that, a stitch marker or a thread. So in this one, we will just do one single crochet all across, and then the next line we'll increase it, okay, so that it bulges out a bit, because we want to provide some space for the belly to be there. Otherwise the legs will be too close together and there'll be no belly, you know. So we're just going to be putting in a bit of a bulge, and we'll do that by increasing the stitches in the next line. So yeah, so as you can see, some of these stitches can be a bit of a fight, but you know, you have to keep at it. Like this joint again is going to be a fight. Try and include the joints because it makes it stronger. So yeah, so as you can see distinctly, there's a difference now. This one is looking bigger than this one. That's because this one has a single crochet line on top, whereas this one does not. But still, if you want, use a stitch marker or a different colored yarn to you know, just put the yarn at the spot and just crochet over it, so that you know where you have to increase, decrease, rejoin, whatever. So the one line that we said we will do single crochet only is now finishing. We started here, so we are almost at the fag end of it now. So yeah, so here. now we will start increasing. Okay, so here we're going to put 2, and then we're going to put 2 single crochets in the next 2. 1, 2, and then the third and the fourth in the same stitch. Third, fourth, 1 in single crochet in the next one, 2 single crochet in the second single crochet in this second loop, and then 3, 4, 2 together, and then again 2 single crochets, and again 2 together. So we are increasing it, but we are doing it at a bit of a gradual pace instead of, just suddenly bulging it out. One and 2, and then third and fourth. And then again 1, 2, 3, 4. So I count because it's easier to remember. So that you put 1 and 2 in separate stitches, and 3 and 4 together. 3 and 4. Now that we are at the end of our, increase round, we just increased it, so it's looking like more like a loose pair of trousers more than anything else now. So we're just going to do 1 single crochet, 1 round of 1 single crochet again, just to smoothen it out and make it look uniform. But here, if you had a stitch marker, you know exactly where you had started. So we had started here. So now it's very difficult to identify where you actually started. But because this distinctly becomes bigger and that distinctly becomes smaller, you can still spot that, okay, this leg has not been increased, or there's one line left or whatever. But generally I would advise all of you to use a stitch marker, or like a different colored thread. For instance, if I would, if you just put this colored thread here, where you'd started and left, sort of thing. So yeah. You can also do it afterwards. For instance, if I wanted to, put a thread, which I think I want to, since I've spoken about it so many times now. So I'll just keep it here and just pull through one end. And that's it, it's done. So you know where you had actually started, as stitch markers go. I mean, you can buy from a market those small little stitch markers, or you can use leftover yarn to mark where you have left it unintended. I've actually found the leftover yarn thing equally effective as compared to a stitch marker. Plus, there's no risk of me poking myself with with a yarn, because I'm pretty clumsy as far as sharp needles are concerned and all that. So I don't want to accidentally poke myself with a stitch marker. That being said, use whatever you feel comfortable with. So this is, now we are coming to the end of this. This is by far the, so up till now we did, I showed you how to do a leg, one of the feet of the elephant, and then I showed you how to join together 2 feet, two legs basically. And now I'm showing you how to increase the top of the leg so that you get the impression of a hip, so to speak, and a belly, because it's an elephant. So yeah. So now we just do slip stitch and just round off. Leave a big thread again because you're going to be joining it with the other. So basically what you do is you make so this is done. So you now have to make 2 of these. So I'll just put this inside. So you made 2 of these, 2 pair of legs with a little bit of an extended belly thing. So you decide which side you want to put inside, which side is clean and which side has any things, so anyways, the threads are the sides, so we're going to be attaching from here. So I'll use both threads in 9 on this side, 9 on this side. Okay, so I'll use one of the threads for this side and the other one for the other side. So just watch. So it's so we're going to be putting in again through the, sorry, just 1 second, hang on. Yep. And we put through this, okay? Yeah. And we'll try and see if we can pull. Is it getting pulled? Yes, it's got pulled. So the first one, okay? And the second one. Third, fourth, fifth. Is it fifth or is it fourth still? Oh, this is fourth. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and we pull through two chain stitch and then just pull through. So this is joined on this side, and we do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now when you put stuffing inside this will expand, and the belly, stretched belly thing effect will come. It's not looking like it's going to show, but If you start doing this, it will start showing. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure both loops you're picking up on both sides. 8 and 9. So we're done. So this is what it looks like now. You know, if you expand it, it's like this. This is what it's. So it'll be like this. It'll become like this. Okay, now we'll do the same thing that we did with the 2 together. So what we'll do is we will put one line of joining entire thing, you know, like one. So then from second line onwards we'll begin the reduction, you know, so the shape will start coming out. So again, like we did for the 2 together. So yeah, so joined, and we just pulled the crochet yarn and we started doing it. Single crochet, okay, to begin with. We are not increasing in this one because it's already quite big, as you can see. We don't want to make it any bigger. We're going to be decreasing and we're going to be stuffing it, okay? We're putting one line of single crochet, and from the next line onwards we'll start decreasing it. So the shape will start forming, you know. When I was growing up, I mean, I was a young kid. I used to spend every Diwali. I would sit with my mom and make dolls' houses, you know. Every Diwali, dolls' houses with furniture and embellishment and wallpaper and the whole, you know, jing bang. And then when I grew up a little bit more, I would spend time with my grandmother, and she taught me how to use a sewing machine. So I learned how to sew And then in school, used to have those craft classes, and I learned how to knit and embroider. So let's just say that once I started knitting, I fell in love with it, And at the age of 12, I remember my uncle had a newborn and we were visiting them. So I knitted vest for the newborn baby with a cap and 2 booties and took that as gift. So this seems like a natural corollary to all that, And there's something very peaceful about, first of all, working with your hands and doing things like embroidery or knitting or some stuff like that. It's kind of meditative almost, So I like it, And it helps to keep my sanity intact, so yeah. So, I mean, at least that was what the intention was in US when I started this. So now we're at the end of it. We did one round of increase. So from here on, we're going to be decreasing, So we'll do 5 and then 6 and 7 together. Okay. So yeah. So 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 together. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that we've done one round of, reduction. Now we're going to be doing this for the same thing for the next 10 rounds, so that we want the bottom to gradually curve up. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 together. So do this for the next 10 rounds, okay? And then we'll show you how it will come out looking. So, yeah. Hi, so we did 8 rounds of reduction. And now we're going to be stuffing it in. Now, as you can see, it's got a nice little curve to show its bum. So we're going to be stuffing it before the hole becomes any smaller. So so we start with stuffing the legs first, because they have to stand and they have to be really full, So we're going to be putting more toy stuffing into the legs to begin with. We also added a little bit of a stitch marker so that I can keep a count of the lines that I'm putting in. And I've left this loop a little bit so that I don't accidentally frog it while I'm filling it in. You say frogging, it means opening it up. So just in case that language is new to you. I have to fill it up in all the so-called sides of the hips and all that stuff of the elephant, so that we have a fullish feel. So as you can see, the elephant is now, the legs are now, the body is now coming together pretty well. And we put something on the sides here so that, so if you want, we can add more yarn. Just before we close off the loop, we'll add more yarn, but we'll continue reducing, and just before we close this mouth, if we feel, we'll add more yarn from the top, but as of now we'll just reduce it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 9th line that we're doing. We done it with 5 and 2 reduction because otherwise it'll become stretched here, If we do reduction very soon, then it'll become very stretched and the stuffing will start poking out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is the final line of 5 and then 2 reduced. So 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry. 6, 7. 1, 2. Wow. 1 second, hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And now we are almost at the, like the hole has become really, the top opening has become really small. So we can just sort of do reduction every 2 stitches and just close it off. So we'll just do here on 2 single crochet and then reduce it, bring the 3rd and 4th together, and that's how we'll do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 together, then 1, 2, 3, 4 together, 1, 2, 3, 4 together, 1, 2, 3, 4 together, 1, 2, and 3 and 4 together, and now we can do 1, 1, and then after that we'll just do reduce it in every single crochet. So if you want to add any more stuffing, now is the time, because the opening is still big enough to squeeze in more. And if you feel that there is space to tighten the elephant's shape a little more, so then you just squeeze in more stuffing. Like here I feel that there's a little bit of looseness here, so I'll just put in a little bit of stuffing here, so that at least one part becomes more upright than the rest of it. But don't overstuff it. If you overstuff it, then the stuffing will start coming out every time you put a needle in and pull out a thread. So yeah, and there's still some darning and stitching to be done. So now 1 single crochet, then just 2 together, then 1 single crochet, and 2 together, and then 1, 2 together, sorry, together. One, then two together. Somebody is really being noisy upstairs. They're just dragging their furniture on the floor, and the entire world can hear them. Sorry about that. And then just do every two stitches together. So you have like two. Then here, like again two. And just closer the mouth, the next stitch it, so instead of doing just next one, I'll do diagonally opposite one and just close the mouth, and if there's any space left, you can always stitch it over. So there it is, it's done. So this is where we are, and the elephant's body is done. If you have any loose ends, you can snip it off right now. So it's plenty stuffed, but it's not overstuffed because there's still space here, and because if we put in a needle, the yarn will, the stuffing will come out otherwise. So that's what we have here. So now what we'll do is we'll teach you how to do how to make this rug, and how to do ears of the elephant, and then we'll attach everything. Okay, so yeah, for making the rug on top of the elephant, we'll make a magic ring, and then in this one we'll do double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just do the pentagon of double crochets. So 2, 3, and yeah. 3 double crochet, and then 2 chain for the corner, and then 3 double crochet, and then 2 chain for the corner again. So 1, 2, 3 corners are done. One, two, three corners there, in the 4th corner. And for the 5th corner, do 2 chains and just loop it through the last double crochet, the first double crochet when you started it. Okay, so this is what it is, it will look like. And then 3 chain and do second round again, and then put 2 in the corner and do 2 chains, and again 2 double crochet in the corner, then 3 double crochets, and 2. So you have to do like this and do 1, 2, 3 lines. So you've started with 3 double crochets, and then you move to 7 double crochets in each side, and then finally 11 double crochets in each side. And if you want, you can just do single crochet border with a different colored yarn, or you can just use it like this. Okay, So this is done. The rug is done. The head, I did the ears as well, but nevertheless. So anyway, so this gets added onto the head, which we made it as per the last time. And so two of these. So this goes in like this, and this. And I'll do one tail. So I'll teach you how to make a tail. It's fairly simple. It's very quick and simple. So the tail again, magic ring, a little bit of extra yarn at the end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 10, one more 11, and then go down and do single crochet across all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and just close the loop, two chain, and just slip the yarn through and through, snip it. So this is like the tail, and it goes in here. We will add more yarn to the end of it, So this is how we do it, and then I'm going to be showing how to go about, first I'll attach the head and the ears to the elephant, and then the rug, and then finally the tail. The tail and then the rug, okay? And then we do a little bit of embroidery and eyes and all that stuff. So first we'll begin by attaching the ears to the head so that we know where it is, Actually, we'll do the embroidery while we've not attached the head, because it's easier to do embroidery like that. So we're going to be deciding which side is our elephant's. So we're going to be taking this side as the up because it's got a sharper edge, right? So yeah, so the needle. Okay, so there's some extra yarn that we have kept for attaching the head to the body. So, yeah, attaching it here. So, yeah, so we'll just, so the ears have to be placed in such a way that they don't, they're aligned perfectly well, and then you attach those two. We've done this before in the portion where we are teaching you how to make the heads, the elephant heads. We've done this before, but I don't have a ready head available as of now, so I'm just doing it again. And the reverse side has to be inside, the outside has to have the nicer looking side. So yeah. So this one is done, and we'll leave this thread here. It'll be useful when we are stitching the head to the rest of the body. And then the second ear. So exactly where the first ear was placed, and place the second ear. So both these threads we have left it here because we want to join the head, using those as well. Now what we'll do is we will add the eyes before we do the embroidery at the top. And after we do the embroidery at the top, we will add the head. The tail that you see in the video is my cat. Belongs to my cat, who's decided to make himself a part of this video by sneaking in while I was teaching you how to tie things together and finish off and all that stuff. Yeah, so he's making his presence felt, as you can see. Slip the yarn. We'll insert through the trunk because that's the so there. We've done all the embroidery in the head that we needed. Now we'll get to the most important part, is that attaching the head to the torso. So first things first is we will see which side we want to put in the front. So I think we'll put this side in the front. Side in the front. Right, so we will leave this aside for the time being and take the other leftover yarns and use them to attach. There's a lot of stitching that happens in the attachment part of the attaching the body to the torso thing. Okay, so we've placed it here. Now we want to see where the body, the neck should go. Okay, so you put it too low, it will be very low, or you put it a little bit higher, and okay, so this is where the neck should ideally go. The head should go, actually. There's no neck to speak of. And then you put it here and then bring it out here again, same place, and we do it 4 or 5 times in the same place. Okay, so it's like a bobblehead right now. But as you keep stitching it, it'll become, more and more tethered to the... You have to keep doing it at the same place, right? Or more or less around that place, because it's a slender area or whatever. And then okay, since we run out of yarn this one, we snip it off. We have multiple yarns to use, so we'll be using that. The second yarn that we are using, second leftover thing that we're using, and we'll put a knot around the neck so that it becomes, you know, strong. This so what we'll do is we'll go around the neck a couple of times. Okay, once, twice, and then we again poke it into the head and take it out from the back. Again, we do it same place. Again, the same place. Again. And then we use the final piece of yarn that we had kept aside for again, we'll do the same thing. And now we'll knot it. Okay, so there's this loop and we're just going to pull it through. It gets knotted. Yeah. Again, we'll loop it around the neck and pull it through so that it gets knotted. Twice we've knotted it. And again, we'll stitch it again in the same place. So as you can see, by this time the leg has become more or less rather firmly attached. Sorry. We will still do a few more times so that it doesn't come out easily, you know. So it's like a bobblehead elephant because the head is still shaking. And we do one loop, you know, because we're going to be losing this yarn again. So in fact, we've done 2 knots now, looped and knotted twice. And then we put the yarn in and maybe just take it out somewhere else. Okay, so we're done here. Then we're going to snip off both these yarns because they're like extra. They go into the scrap pile. So this elephant is done. As you can see, we managed to create an elephant. Now all we have to do is to attach the tail here and put the rug on top. So for the tail, we will just take the yarn, and it's not very complicated attaching. Just sew it a couple of times and then just weave in the ends at the bottom half of the tail so that it looks like the tufts that we actually want to put in place. Okay, so here we are, and for the bottom, the tail, we just put the yarn in, the needle in here, because this is going to go below the rug, so we just put the needle in here, and immediately we'll just knot it, right. Immediately knotted it. So 1, 2, and 3, and okay, so this comes out like this. Okay, and then we do what is, instead of cutting the yarn here, we take it and we just weave it in, and then we take it to the bottom. Yep, here we are. This is the tail. Just straighten it a bit. The tail is straightened, and then you do what is, you take this, for the love of God, go away. Take this and you just knot it here. Okay, so knotted it, and just do it one more time. Just loop it once more, and then just cut it where you want the tail to end. So here, so this becomes the tail with a lot of hairy growth at the end, right? It's the tail. Okay, and now finally the final step is attaching the rug on top. Okay, so this gives a finished look to the elephant. So we have one snipping end at the, so again, like we said, we will thread the needle. Okay, and we begin stitching. So it will be so we'll see where the neck is ended, and center of that we'll place this thing here. So we will, so like this, and again this, and then this. Okay. Okay. This way, I put a small knot here, and I'll just snip it off here. So this is finally done. Your elephant is complete. You know, to begin with we had one and now we have two. So this is what they look like from the front. And the sides. And this is what they look like from the top. So the elephants are now done, and you can get them as Christmas gifts or birthday gifts if you want. So we taught you how to do the elephant head, and today we taught you how to finish the body. Okay, so let me know what you guys think of it and what you have to say about it. I hope you like this one. If you like our content and if you like what we put on YouTube, then please do subscribe and like our channel. And if you want any specific comments to be put, or not content to be put, or specific items to be taught how to be made, then do put a comment on the same about it and let us know what you think of our elephants. I think they're very, very cute. We can have a talking, gossiping, content with them. Okay, so let me know what you think. Okay, I hope you had as much fun seeing this video as we had of making them. And thank you for following us, guys. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.